Good morning, friends. It is a lovely sunny day on Thursday, the 6th of March. Here we go. Bitcoin liquidity. So we have a lot at, let me just get my, we have a lot at 100k, 100k up into 104. We've got a lot at 78.5, just where we put the low in down to 76. In the more immediate structure, there's quite a decent amount. I think it's 90. Yep, 94.5 to 96.5. Just above this, the recent high on Bitcoin, which I'll show in a second. Long to short ratio, yeah, it's looking pretty good. We actually had two. No, it was more than 1.8. We had 2.4, 70% longs in the market compared to 30% shorts about 2 days ago, so on Tuesday. Since then, have come down for a wild swing to a low of basically 50-50 this morning, which is exactly what you want to see. Everyone's shorting the bounce up and longing the dip down. So yeah, long to short ratio looks not too bad. Actually quite happy with that. In the recent 1 hour candle, though, we've gone from 56% long down to 40% long. So lots of shorts coming in this recent 1 hour candle, which is very, very interesting. Right, now I've showed you that, guys. Let me just switch my stream back. Such a hassle to start doing that because I got a massive like curved monitor, so I have to like switch all my have to switch the like resolution and stuff. It's just bollocks. Anyway, there we go. There we go. So yeah, Bitcoin. Now, the most recent liquidity is here and here. So watch for both sides. Actually, sorry. Yeah, it's above this wick up into here. There's actually quite a lot linked together now over here above this wick. And obviously, just very simply, March is what you want to hold. More importantly, that low. There's a lot of liquidity under here. I think if we start breaking March now that we've done this, and we'll possibly get a lower high there. If we start breaking March, it's probably looking like we're going to do the full thing as the amount of liquidity. I think it's like I just said it was like around here. Here is very, very, very juicy, and we got that CME gap and stuff like that. So yeah, as of right now, I mean, it's more likely that we go and visit the high liquidity than it is for the lower, I think. But I'm not in any position on Bitcoin apart from the short all the way from back like here. So I think I'll probably be keeping a lookout on this. We'll have to see what happens. I kind of like missed the long, missed the short. Not really trying to like chase trade it. But I think the last thing I said was here, the short, early yearly open, and it paid out really fast. So yeah, and then we bull dived, regained March. This is probably ripe for another retest, maybe. Although we did do it here, just at the very start. And then, yeah. So it's a little bit wishy-washy, but I'm fine with that Bitcoin price action. Not really that. I'm quite happy with it, actually. It's quite nice. Got a little nice bit of volatility. We're probably going to run it up until Friday, until tomorrow, to the crypto summit. Possibly like something into the liquidity. Oh, my Bitcoin's on. Probably something into the liquidity up here and then just dump it straight back down. And then if we lose that, we'll do the full Monty that. And then, yeah, hopefully we can get regain. Go back in. Go back into the range low here. And, yeah, don't stay down here too long. But, yeah, it's looking nice. Good trades. Good to trade, at least. Let's just take all this off. Great to trade. Very, very fun to trade. So, total one. I mean, I don't really want to make a big deal out of this, but we're still above the weekly swing from last cycle. Weekly close is going to be very important. Above 2.8 trillion on the total market cap. That's what we want to see. As long as we're consolidating down like that above this, you know, will remain in the camp of a bull market. But I don't really want to look at totals, to be honest. Let's have a look at the DXY because I heard that it was dropping like a stone. Yeah, that's really good. That is really good. I think I circled this on the 4 hour because I was like, this is going to be the lower high, guys. And yeah, the break of this is really, really good. So we're probably going to get a bounce somewhere around here. Yo, what's going on with my mouse? Somewhere around here. Would be surprised. To bearishly retest this. And then hopefully we just keep going out. What? What is happening with my mouse? But yeah, looking good. Looking good for the market. ETH Bitcoin, no. Absolutely not. So, I think it's time to tell you about the whoopties. So, where shall I start? Let me just check the chat before it. Possibly sell the news again. Yeah, for sure. Sorry. What the fuck am I doing on that chart? Yeah, that's hilarious. So, story time. Yes, I am that guy that sometimes tries to catch knives. So, on ETH, it was actually a very good idea. I had, as soon as we broke this and did the retest, I had limits on ETH in this daily demand zone. Why did I have limits on ETH in this daily demand zone? Because it was the combination band and we already had one wick in and the W reversal. So I had a lot of limits set it was about 2000 to 2060-ish. And yeah, I got caught on this candle here. I got filled very nicely and de-risked it on this wick. So I massively de-risked my trade. However, I tightened my stop too much. My stop was about 1980, so it was like under here. I was like, let me just put it to 1985 or 1990. Just when I de-risked my trade on this wick, and yeah, you can kind of see, you can imagine what happened. Would have been a great trade, but hey ho, I should have just left my stop in. Still, very little capital risk to me, and yeah, a bit of a whoopty. They always do that, don't they? They always do that. The same happened. What was I trading? I can't remember. I think I had some. Yeah, I had some bids on Tau. I think my stop was just too tight. I think I had bids set between 270 and 280. Yeah, insta stopped on that. But I'll re-long if we do get the opportunity. Like it's not really, it's not good to catch knives like this. But I had quite a lot of orders set like left over from all the way up here, and I didn't want to change them. So if they either got hit and got stopped, or they got hit and I de-risked it and I put my stop too tight, and then I got wicked out on the second wick or the wick. But anyway, that's story time for me. There is some good news. There is some good news. I did get a nice position on Farcoin, which is pumping, by the way. So yeah, I think I started longing it. It must have been on this candle here, and then because I was on 3x, I just held that, came back up, got the rest of my position in here, put the stop in like pretty low down because I was on 3x, and yeah, we're up a nice amount. So happy days. My stops are not losses because this is paid for everything. But yeah, don't try and catch the knives, kids, unless you're on like 2x lev. even then, it's probably possibly going to be some nice retests in here, so I'm not worried about it. But yeah, I'm also long on hype. I've been building a position in this area. So it was this area, and now I had a few orders set around 6.16. So just this swing high. So yeah, it's looking pretty decent. And I guess the last thing would be that I got a nice limit filled on Pepe because the daily looks bottomed, and I had an order set on 3x at 6.4. So literally just all the way down here. So hopefully that can go up like that. That'll be a really good. If this is like that, oh, it's gonna be a beauty entry, beautiful entry. But anyway, enough about me. Enough about me. Things happen. Are we too late for hype? I don't think you are too late for hype, actually. Um, if anything, you're a little bit early. I'm definitely a bit early on this. It's very likely that this is going to be the bottom zone, unless Bitcoin keeps dumping. But that sort of swing there, and we've got the high price that we've already retested. I think it's quite likely that somewhere in between here is going to prove a quite a good bounce, at least up to the yearly open. And then we'll see if we continue this downtrend or not, because a lot of charts are still in a downtrend or are losing levels. So we need to see regains. For example, one that I'm keeping an eye on is Aave, which has actually done it since last night. So we actually were losing this level on the daily. And on the 4-hour, we set a new low, which bull dived, by the way. And now, what I wanted to see after this was the gain of this, which we have done. So, this is actually looking not too bad for a possible long. Due to there being an interesting swing in here. And the weekly open. So, resistance, resistance, resistance. Come down, it's probably going to be support this time. So yeah, definitely want to keep an eye on Aave. And the reason why I'm watching Aave is because Trump was talking about the strategic reserve, whatever, with altcoins. It's very it's very likely that if they add a coin to it, it's going to be either Aave or what did someone else say to me? Link. Aave and Link are probably top contenders to be added if they were to add anything. So it's probably worthwhile getting some sort of low level position on this. However, I just do need to reiterate with a lot of these alts, they are still in a downtrend on the daily. So you must be cautious if you're trying to catch long. But I mean, if that does that and then retests and holds weekly open December on the daily or the 4-hour, I'll be happy with that. Because then we'll have this will be the big low, this will be the higher low, this will be the test of the high. And then it will start looking super gigabottomy. But yeah, just things to keep an eye on because stuff like AVAX is looking daily bottomed, like bottomed. And for example, Sui doing the full retest of the high and this swing. There's a daily swing in here. Still obviously in a downtrend, but possibly could be near something, some sort of bottom. Who knows? We'll have to see. Sup, boys? What's up? Hype. Yeah, so I was just talking about hype. I think, yeah, I'm in a 3x long. We'll see. I'll keep adding if it goes a bit lower. As because I believe that the next dump on Bitcoin, if we were to break this low, I think that would be the last dump for now. So like if we do come down here, either in here or we do the nasty one, I think that will be, the downside capped for now, and then we'll start ripping some of the liquidity above. There's just too much above us to leave and go into a bear market without taking it. And the amount at 3,300 on ETH is insane. There's a lot. There's a lot. So yeah, we have actually made a new low on ETH, so it's a little bit bearish. I think if we do come up into the yearly open again, I'll be looking for some Giga shorts. But yeah, Charles is not going, so that list is definitely not accurate. This is what Zeus said. Yeah, I mean, let's see. It sorry for coughing in your ears. It will probably get sold off. So, you know, do with that information what you will. And let's keep going. So Sol actually bounced off the Stuba fib. I'm gonna just keep rattling off on these alts first, and then I'll take some of your questions. We can just chat normally after my recording. Sol actually bounced off the Stuba. Quite nasty to trade unless you're on low leverage, because you probably would have marked some smash some in here, and then if your stop was too tight, you probably got wicked out. Not really the best to trade actually here, even though we do bull div, and then you got the regain. Right now, I don't think there's anything on Solana. It's not something that you really want to trade. We have broke this high, so we've also defended the low with a higher low now, which is quite nice to see. Maybe up there, and we'll start step laddering up. But yeah, in terms of the tradable side, I'd be looking for a bit of caution on that. What's next? XRP looks good. I mean, for now, just breaking levels and going higher. I do have an alert set on March, just in case we come down into it. This is kind of like the Giga long zone, as there's also like a juicy Stuber, which matches up perfectly with March and the yearly open, that sort of pocket. So if we do, I've actually think I've got some limits set in this area on XRP. There's probably going to be a lot of buying pressure in there. Let's have a look at Popcat. Yeah, it's defended its low nicely. We have a higher high here, so it's probably going to go up to March at least. In terms of the tradable side, there's not really much to do on it now. The trade was on here on the daily open yesterday. If you're looking really micro, it'll be that, and then a long up to here. But your invalidation's a bit too big on this long, so I don't really prefer. I don't like trades like that. Doge actually bounced off the pocket as well before probably wicking a lot of people out on this second wick. And yeah, we're currently finding support on March, which is really nice. So I'm going to just take that off. Yeah, it looks pretty decent. We've got lots of support here as well. This is all like previous swings, daily highs, daily supports, daily whatever. There's so much below. And we're bull diving. So as soon as we get that regain of, this current weekly open and the previous weekly open up here on the daily time frame, it's going to be go time on some of these things. So yeah, another thing that I've got drawn on just for now is Tau. I've got the Stuma drawn on because if we get back down into it, I'll be trying to catch a little long on this possibly. Just see where that band comes in. Yeah, it's a little bit too low for me. Yeah. And so Ada again doesn't want to come down to his Stuba. I think this looks. It definitely looks like one of the best alts out there so far, with XRP. Because we've taken all these highs here. So we'll probably go for a retest, slightly lower. And then if we can hold this low, I mean, that's not a new high, is it really? It's an equal high. But yeah, Let's see if we can do a high low on that. I don't know, that's a little bit wishy-washy. I don't want to trade that at the moment. Oh, Link's another thing that I had a whoopty on. So, what was it? Where was it? Must have been in here. 13.7. Yeah, it just went a little bit lower on that wick. Absolutely lovely if you had an order set at 13.1 on the May level. But yeah, last but not least, AVAX was actually so annoying. So this daily swing is obviously, I was talking about this on Tuesday, like this is probably going to be an area of support, but you don't want to catch this knife. So now that we do have the support, this is the low, like this is the low, the everything low. We need to start creating some structure. So if we find resistance here, we want to hold the low, possible long. Would be even better if we came up to here and then just did a hold of that. That would be super, super giga bullish. And then this can just be the deviation on the daily. Literally just one candle below or two candle closes. And then it's done. Start making structure up. But yeah, another thing to keep an eye on. As it looks pretty decent, I think. But yeah, what's Render doing as well? Render's pumping. So, let's just have a look on this on the daily. It's definitely very interesting that this swing has held massively throughout the whole structure. So, his demand zone obviously was giga support here, support here, support here, and now it's support again, and we're bull diving on the daily. So if we can create a higher high now, because we do actually have a lower high, lower low here, sorry. So if we can either do like a new high or hold a low, I think it'll be starting to look bottomy, which it already is starting to look a little bit bottomy. But we're not there yet. For now, this could just be a bearish retest. I think we are close though. I definitely think we are quite close. But yeah, let me have a look at the chat. I'm building spot into hype. Nice. I'm on 3x cross. There's a similar stuber on ADA. Lines up with liquidations. Could print a bull dip potentially if we retrace into it. Would be nice. Yeah, there's a couple things lining up. Pyth got way more room for growth than Link. Crazy if Trump chooses Pyth over Link. I don't think he will. I think that's very wishful thinking. But I quite like Pyth. What does Pyth run on again? Pyth, where is it? It's got to be somewhere. Just search up. Yo, what is wrong with this? This shit's making new lows. New lows, guys. Although that is an equal low, isn't it? I don't know, I don't like that. I don't like the look of that. It's looking a bit wrecked. Okay, yeah. That's the only chart available. Hit the 618. Yes, it did. I think ADA was just a news pump. Let's see what it does now. It's actually holding a lot stronger than Sol, though. ADA and XRP holding better than Sol. Yo, my Phantom wallet keeps wanting to connect to my MetaMask. Fuck off, bro. I hate Phantom. Every day, like 3 notifications. Connect to your MetaMask. Connect to your... Fuck off, bro. I'm trying to get drained again for a third time. I think Ada was just news pump. Yeah, possibly. I mean, a lot of the pump was just hot air, wasn't it? It literally got sold back down to new lows. Crazy if Trump chose either over Bitcoin. Yeah, true. I mean, Link has its place. Cow, you a devious devil. Could you look at Arc, or did you already? No, I'll have a look at Arc. Probably from a tradable side, right? Yeah, right in here. So, oh gosh, Jesus, we are at some sort of low. We're at demand. You know, it's not looking too bad. There definitely could be something possible around there in that swing, I guess. So it's a little bit downtrendy at the moment. There could possibly be a good fill on this low, which is about 0.14 cents in the 4 hour combination band. But, I mean, because we're in demand. However, you kind of want to see a regain of this daily for any price action up. That would also regain that bottom swing. That would be ideal. Because then, if you broke that, then yeah, you could go up to here. It's not bad. It's not bad. Arc's a bit weird to trade, isn't it? Because it looks like it's going to break down and then it just does a 50% pump the other way, doesn't it? Swings are crazy good though. You can literally just catch a quick 40% move. Like, oh, jeez. Ah, jeez. Yeah, I don't. I wouldn't long that here. Like, we are at definite like low lows. Like, we're at support, all-time low support. However, I just don't like this. This local price action is super weak because this high, which we are about to make a new one, you just got sold off to a new low, and which is bearishly retesting the daily. It's not what you want to try and long. Conversely, it's not really what you want to try and short either because we're at the all-time low. You want to wait for a regain and possibly long this. That's what I'd say. It's a little bit up in the air right now. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of that. There's also a bearish steamer now because of this new low. So if we did get up to there would be a lot of resistance. First at the daily, which got sold off of, and then at the high of the swing. I don't know. It's not. That's not calling my name at the moment. It's not calling my name. Trump will make Trump coin legal tender. Bet the farm. That would be fucking nuts. Honey. So I was just gonna buy Cookie at 1.7. Was gonna, but then my broker doesn't have it listed right now. Waiting for them to list it. Oh yeah, so Cookie. Oh yeah. Yeah, Cookie's actually finding support on this like high here, and it's defending this low that we did the test on. So I was quite interested on this, especially because of this hold on the yearly open. But yeah, it's going straight up now, isn't it? Yesterday, I added Will in the chat. It was like last night. It must have been like around here somewhere. But he didn't reply to me. He must be busy. Anyway, we had two regains that you could have long this on right here this morning. If you're an Asia trader, this would have been perfect for you if you were looking at it. But yeah, it was a little bit wishy-washy for me because when I was looking at it on Wednesday, it was looking like this, and then I just stopped looking at it in the evening. Can do a 5% swing really easily. How do we feel about shorting XRP now? What time frame, brother? You know I love a good short on XRP. I love it, I love it, I love it. To be honest, I'm not really too keen on shorting anything right now. I just think we could see a slightly tiny bit higher. A little bit more breathing room. But yeah, I would have been in some fucking sick longs yesterday if I didn't get stopped out of all of them. Hey ho, I am that dumb guy. I do catch the knife sometimes. A lot of the time I'm fine though, because I'm on really low lev, and I ladder down more orders the further down. So I like have the ability to put my stop a slightly bit wider because all my big orders are at the bottom, and they're only like they're not getting stopped for that much because they're on low lev and the stop's quite close. However, it's just like sometimes like the ETH one really pissed me off because I don't know why I did that. I guess it's because I de-risked it and I just thought we could go lower because it's a little bit of a knife catchy one. But if I just kept my stop, would have been a great trade. Would have been a sick one. 15 minute. I've been getting sidetracked. Nah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't short this. I don't think I would short this. No, I wouldn't short this just because of this regain. It's it's not it's not calling out my name. Call out my name. The reason why is I reckon this could go a little bit higher. No, I don't know. There's too many lines on this chart. No, I reckon this could go a little bit higher. I don't like it. It looks quite strong in the recent price action here, and if it holds that weekly, it's gonna go further. Obviously, if you have your own system in place and it's ticking all your boxes, don't let me not take the trade. But I mean, at least come on 270, at least. Maybe in here 280, 281. I don't know. I wanted to get long on this, but I just didn't really see the best area in here. It's just a bit up and grindy up. So I just stayed out of it. Licking my wounds from the stops. But yeah, I reckon the hype and the Pepe and the the Farcoin long has done brilliantly. Absolutely brilliantly. So we're chilling. Yeah, bro. As soon as you mentioned it earlier today in the chat, I check it out. Fuck, I got it. Yeah, I know. I have been looking at it for a couple of days, and it's one of them ones where I think if you're on leverage, you're gonna have a hard time catching the long. Cause like what? If you're on 3x on Cookie and you're like, okay, this is looking like it wants to hold its yearly open here. Let's take a little long. Oh no, you've been wicked out at 8%, 8.5% wick. Sorry. Do you know what I mean? Like the long really was on that candle, and it's probably gonna do 20% minimum, probably 30. Is what it is, though. Let's have a look at these shit coins I got on the bottom. So I got OM. OM has been added to the daily list just because I think this is in this scammy down bit now. If you look at the price action like on the way up, it kind of looks like the opposite now if I invert the chart. It looks like it's just gonna start scamming again. OM, but not really that excited to trade that. We've got KO now, which I'm just going to wait for a little bit more on the chart to develop. Ina actually pumped. Yeah, did a pump since it's low. And we got Barra here. I'm going to start checking out. But yeah, not too much information on these charts at the moment, so I'm just going to let them develop a little bit. Or come down to like major or up to major levels. On a 15 minute, we're in a nice stupid pocket, but on a higher time frame, there's still some upside possible to 278. Yeah, I mean, for XRP, if you wanted to micro time frame short it, let's have a look. I just don't. I mean, you could short that 2%. I don't really like it though. It's not really my thing. That's not really my thing though. There is a possible one because you have sort of like this 15 minute, which has been tested, and this one wick into the bow with a double reversal. Like if you get one more wick, and it closes below, it's probably going to go down there and maybe even down there. So there is possibly something here, but it's not preferred. It's not preferred for me. Looks quite strong XRP. Baby girl, let me see you do your dance, let me see you twirl. So yeah, Sui I'm actually keeping an eye on. I think this is likely going to be some sort of short-term bomb. Right now, the trend is still down. The direction is still down, but it's not a bad place to look for a reversal in this swing right here, which is the base of the whole move up. So yeah, we found support on it twice now. If we do that, and then like one more, could be decent for a long. Obviously, we want to change the trend first, but it's definitely something to keep an eye on as being interesting. Sui, AVAX, these sort of things. If you really want to get a micro trade in, Popcat's the one that's looking interesting for a long. Because this is gaining right now. This is gaining right now. We'll probably get a 4-hour close above if we're lucky. And then do the retest and come up to the high. And if it does that, you're looking at, 20% raw-ish, 15, 20. And if you got in on a previous daily open, so like here, or even here, you're absolutely chilling. I didn't know. I didn't. I'm a pleb. I'm a pleb, guys. Can you take a look at checks? Yeah, loads of people keep asking me about checks. Like, what is this shit? What is this check shit? Funding on Cato has been insane. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Bear is minus 26%. 0.26, sorry. That's nuts. Should we long Bearer? Should we long it? Yo, it could be gaining here. It's definitely. Oh. You could long that and get paid right now. What's the drawback on this? Yeah, I mean, it could easily do a 12% down move. 10% down move. This funding is minus 0.26%. That's fucked. That is so fucked. Kato weight is minus 2.3%. That's what you were talking about. Yeah, that is insane. That's not right. That's not right. Who's shorting this? That's actually not right. Let's just move that slightly tad bit up. Yeah, maybe we should long this. Where should we long it? In here. Ah, actually, I don't know. I don't know. There's not enough chart data. I hate things like this. So there's only so much TA you can do on this shit. Like, I've got nothing to go on. Pay me to hold along, I don't care. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking the same thing. I just want to get in slightly lower. I've got some Fartcoin profits that could easily be being paid in a long for this. Like, I might just ladder some bids in or something. Pay me to hold along, I don't care. Me too, buddy. Yeah, you guys on that wave. Scale from here to the highs of the range on that bottom. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that actually, Zeus. I'm enjoying the hyperliquid by the way at the moment. And one of the reasons why I'm enjoying hyperliquid massively is because I'm alternating between 3x isolated and 3x cross. So 3x isolated are orders that, I just set a couple like sting bids, no stop loss. That was like Pepe. It's like low down. 3x cross is like I'm trying to build a position. Yeah, it's quite nice. I'm enjoying it. I'm not going to use anything other than 3x on hyperliquid. I'm literally just going to leave it. Even if a coin offers 10, I'm going to just use 3. You actually just don't need any more. You don't need it. That Farcoin is going to do 50% raw. I don't need more than 3x on that. Sorry, what did you ask me? Can you look at checks and cetas? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think I've got checks right here. So, is this a good chart? Yeah, I guess so. This is the only one. What is checks? That's what I have to know. Ooh, this could be starting to trend change a little bit. So, yeah, let's just put those on. Big wick. That's the retest. It's going to go down now. Levels on the way down. Probably that's been retested. Oh, it doesn't look too bad, I mean, it could go do one more 265 test. But if we hold that, it's looking pretty decent. Let's just go into like the micro. Yeah, decent support. That basically tested March. Doesn't look bad. Doesn't look bad at all. It's probably in the negative, the bearish steamer right now, or it got hit by it. Yeah, that wick into there. I'd wait for this to bottom a little bit more. You got some bear div on the hourly. That's a big liquidation wick. It's probably gonna grind down for a little bit, just like try and trap some longs. So just wait. It might come down into there or into there, and holding that would be big. That's what I'd say for this. If you're trading it. Yeah, someone asked me to look at this, and it does interest me slightly. Don't know why, because I don't know what it is. We haven't had a look at Griffin today. Let's get rid of all these brush strokes. Yeah, so Griffin's gaining. This is doing the old classic gain on the bottom. Test the high, retest, come down, support, break up into here, bang, textbook stuff. Just get a bottom. It should. It should. It definitely should. It's looking decent. What's Cetus? Cetus. Okay, something a little bit more data here. That's good. Yeah, so let's just take these off for a sec. So we got like some sort of daily there, some sort of high there. We're in the swing. We're in this swing, the bottom swing. You know, we're in the bottom swing. This is where you want to look for a reversal or some bottomy structure, possibly. Interesting. Definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. I would say that this is gonna stay on a downtrend until we break above this. That's probably it. I mean, you know, we could come up here, you know, we could wick into here, and then we could do the higher low across here. As long as we hold that and gain that, it's gonna be a bottom on this. I think we just need to let prices sort of develop for a week or so. You know, test the highs, put in the higher lows, and then we'll have to see where we are because it's very early to call for bottoms. We're still in downtrends. We're still making new lows. We're not making any new highs, but it's just looking like lots of alts are in that giga buy zone. Look at AVAX. AVAX is just in the Stuber pocket. Injective. Actually looks a bit shit though. Injective. That's in its Stuber. It's trying to gain it back right now. Yeah, we're just waiting for a little something something. Scale from here to the highest. Oh yeah, I read that. Seated looks good, I think. Chex is a blockchain platform that tokenizes real-world assets. Okay, nice. It's RWA, property and bonds providing financial. See, I've only got space for one, and SMT is my one for spot. But I would be happy to trade this, as I think it could do well. Providing financial institutions with a regulated, efficient way to bring these assets to the market. Financial licensing in Singapore, love that. Femex is in Singapore, and they've always been really, really good to me. I've had it. Femex was my first KYC'd exchange. I think my only KYC'd exchange because I had Bybit and Binance, but I didn't have to KYC back then. And I've never had a problem with them, and they're also really good on customer support. So love that. Pursuing US regulatory approval, Chintai offers. Is it? Is Chintai? Check Chintai. Okay, cool. Nice. I like that. Compliant framework for institutional adoption is native to interest fees with data and putting to a long-term investors. Recent partnership between R3 sustainability. Sorry, I won't read that out loud. It's better nine. Yeah, not bad. What's the market cap? It's cool. C6 is a Sui Dex. Oh, for real? Let's add it. These are cool. I mean, this is a couple cool projects. Cetus and Chex is not bad. Someone asked me to look at Chex a few streams ago, and I was like, "What the hell is this? What the hell is this, man?" Yeah, cool. Definitely add them to the bottom. We'll start checking them out. Fucking Infinio, eh? What happened to this bollocks? How's your old Rio looking? Yeah, it's looking dog. But I mean, I bought so long ago that I'm happy to to bag hold this. Like I think I bought like 5 or 10 cent. Nearly round trip that shit. But I took like 10% up here. It's just not enough, is it? Yeah, Rio's looking really, really wrecked. And the reason why it's looking wrecked is because every single micro cap token is wrecked. Apart from this fucking fire shit. Where is it? Which is up 50% on the day. Where is it? It was up 50%. Look at this thing. Did a 50% pump on this wick. It's just still wrecked. Lol. Yeah, I'm gonna hold my Rio though because I bought it so low and I took profit so high that it's just there's no risk for me to hold it, and hopefully we get another RWA run. But yeah, the RWAs are not doing too well at the moment at all. It's quite sad. As Rio was up like high. This was up at like yeah $1.50, even higher actually. $3. Damn, fucking hell. Jesus. I'm down on it a shit ton. Yeah, I think it will come back. They have like a cabal sort of like following, so yeah, at least it's gonna go and hit this like yearly open 90 cent. And you can get out. It's just all the micro caps that would pump last cycle are just having a really tough time because there's no liquidity. Don't worry, you're not the only one. But yeah, let me stop my recording.